youth runner here with Desert Edge Star, one of the best athletes in Arizona. You validated it again tonight. Bellemy Amina-Harris, 13.9, 37.3, sweep of the 110 and 300 hurdles. Just to be able to see you and Logan enjoy these moments tonight, man, it's so powerful because I know the journey that you guys have traveled, you know, to be back to these moments. You know, as incredible a competitor you are so humble and so driven. Like, how much gratitude, how much appreciation do you have for tonight?
Hey, I'm appreciative for everybody supporting me, you know, cheering me on. You know, I'm very thankful. You know, I worked hard for this. I trained. You know, last year I got second at state. This year's gonna be different. You know, I just appreciate everybody for, you know, cheering me on and, you know, giving me the hope to, you know, achieve what I could achieve.
I mean, you could do it in any state, in any invitational in the country. How powerful is it for you to be able to have a night like tonight on Arizona soil?
You know, it's real powerful. You know, last year, actually, I was supposed to run here, but I was injured, so I couldn't run. So this year, I just wanted to make a statement, you know.
Make it up for lost time, man. We had to get all these people in the stands to remind you almost have forgot about Bellemy Amina-Harris.
So I had to make a statement, you know, do my big one and, you know, accomplish some big things in the state of Arizona. So
when I talk about guys like you and Logan and, you know, Cabrera and, you know, just the whole group, right?
Yeah.
The sprinters, the hurdlers. What is that culture like on a day-to-day basis? You know, coming to practice, knowing that there's like to be the leader in your training group, you know, whether it's a hurdle group or a sprint group, like, you know, I mean, like, you basically got to be the best in the state.
Yeah.
What's that like on a day-to-day?
You know, everyone there has good energy. You know, we support each other. You know, we cheer each other on during practice. You know, it's a good energy, you know, to train with. You know, it's competitive, but it's fun at the same time. So, you know, that's what it is at Desert Edge High School.
I asked this question out of the highest respect for you. I don't want anybody to compare Bellemy Amina-Harris to Vance Nilsson, right? But just knowing that a guy that ran on the same tracks, that went over the same barriers, that had the same opportunities that you do, like could do that. Like, how, if at all, did that inspire you or motivate you to be like, if it can be Vance Nilsson, why can't it be Bellemy Amina-Harris?
Yeah, so it actually made me, when I seen Vance run, it made me think I could do that too. So I put in the work, you know, grinded every day, and this is what it's come to. You know, it's my season opener, 37.3, 13.9. You know, I got more to come. You know, so
was that purposeful that you guys wanted to wait this long, knowing that the season's not only going to go to May, but probably longer than that at a national level?
No, I had to sit out because I'm a transfer.
I know.
Yeah.
But just in terms of, like, you know, not only having to wait with the SOP, but, you know, but obviously, you know, to take on this schedule tonight, right? Like, you're not a guy that eases into anything, right? It's like, you know, it's like I'm going to get the whole buffet. I'm not just going to get an appetizer. So I say it in that respect. Like, was the mindset, the approach always like to get all of it, even though it was the first meet?
Oh yeah, of course. I already knew what I could do. You know, coming out here, I knew I was one of the fastest. So, you know, I just have to show everybody that, you know.
Yep. Yeah. Absolutely. Last thing, from a technical standpoint, what were you most encouraged about in terms of, you know, lead leg, trail leg, you know, steps, and where do you know that you can still polish and sharpen?
You know, really, you know, back end right here, you know, I could have went a little faster, but, you know, it's a learning process. It's just a season opener, so I know what to do for the next meet. So, yeah.
Well, it was your opener. It's a midterm exam for everybody else in Arizona, but obviously it's a great indication of the direction that Bellemy Amina-Harris is headed as we march toward May, division championships, overall state championships, and maybe some national opportunities on the back end as well. Bellemy, congrats. Well done.
Thank you. I appreciate that, man.